in terms of your process as a writer, what does that look like? And you don't have to go through the entire thing exhaustively, but if someone came to you and said, "Okay, I want you to write my story, I want you to write my book," what does that process look like for you then from like the overarching kind of stages of it?
Yeah, I actually have like a nice little list for them so they don't get
Nice.
confused. Um, because most clients coming to you, they're not familiar with what this process looks like at all. So typically after I have an initial meeting with the person, if they decide to move forward,
Mm.
sign a contract. That's very important. Get an attorney. Just for anyone listening, get an attorney and make sure you have a rock solid contract
Mm.
first. And so, anyways, they sign the contract, send it back, and I sign it as well. And then the first step is to meet with them again to go more in details of creating an outline
Mm.
for the project. I outlined their book after chatting with them pretty detailed. And then they have a chance to review that. We talk about that. Once that's approved, um, then I go chapter by chapter typically. Depends on the length of the book, but typically chapter by chapter. And I'll send them like more detailed um, questions
Mm.
for just one chapter at a time. And they can respond to that asynchronously. So they can either respond via typed text, but what most prefer is just to record themselves.
Mm.
Send that, just answering the questions. And then I will take that, put it all, Google document, write the first chapter. And then as I start with sending them questions and drafting the second chapter, they have a chance to look over that, review that,
Mm.
edit, add comments, whatever. And then I'll go back through and change and edit as I go. So it just continues to kind of roll along until the manuscript is finished and then we do complete edits. So
Okay. Wow.
that's the process overall.
How long would it take you typically to write a manuscript, like the first draft? Does it just vary,
Um,
does it?
I'm thinking of a 60 to 80,000 word manuscript. I'm just for reference,
Mm.
um, because the ideal memoir length is 60 to 80,000 words. They sell the best.
Mm.
Um, that's so hard because it depends if I'm doing other projects,
Mm.
if I'm getting paid to do it quicker, things like that. Typically, I can write the initial draft, um, like with my other projects in like 4 months,
Okay.
3, 4 months.
Yeah.
Um, if
That's
I'm
very
not
good.
doing anything else, I can do it in a month, but
Mm.
but that's a lot.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Fair.